What's up, Tallahassee? It's your boy DJ Zoe Crazy, Mr. Go Crazy himself. You tuned into the afternoon cut up, and today I have a very, very special guest. And because she's so special, I'm gonna let her do the honor of introducing herself. So go ahead and talk to the people.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Erika Johnson, and I currently serve as your 114th Miss Florida A&M University. And I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm a fourth year voice performance student.
Wow, this is very special, very special. I'm amongst royalty right now. How has it been being Miss FAMU during a global pandemic? Would you say better or worse? And just in general, like how has it been?
Well, truthfully, it's been, trying. Um,
Mhm.
Only because I have witnessed the traditional Miss FAMU royal court experience like through my other siblings. So, I had hopes that, I'm next, but, you know, God has a funny sense of humor. So, but I would say this pandemic has put me in contact with a lot of people that I don't think I would have been in contact with. My mentor is Kenny Lattimore. I just got called to do some kind of performance with him. So I feel as if, you know, now that we're in a virtual environment, I have access to so many people and vice versa. So I'm very appreciative for that. And, I can reach more students via Zoom, via, whatever platform. I can, have my FAMU testimony to more people than I would have ever expected. So,
So pros and cons to both. Um, you mentioned that you have some siblings
yeah,
that were or some form of the royal court.
yes. My mom was actually the 75th Miss FAMU, and my brother was the 11th Mr. FAMU, and my sister was the 111th Miss FAMU. So,
Oh man, I did not know that. I definitely voted for you, but it seems like you were a shoo-in from
uh,
that from, from that lineage. Yeah, that's interesting. And
yeah,
you mentioned that you've been able to do like recruitment events and things of that nature virtually.
we've done everything. We've read to students. We had youth outreach. We've done so much that I think you wouldn't have thought we could have done, but we made it work. We made some things shake.
Got
And we
you.
also did in-person things, socially distancing from people. We made our impact that way. So it wasn't a year of a bunch of losses. There are a lot of
Understood.
benefits from this reign.
Understood. What's the one thing you think you missed out on the most because everything is virtually? If you can narrow it down to one thing.
I would say my coronation and then leading up to homecoming, like football season, that was
Mhm.
kind of like the thing that I I I I don't know, like when you envision Miss FAMU, you envision her walking across that around that field waving, that's just in all her galore. And I was just, I don't know, that's just something that I always cherished growing up, when I saw previous queens. So
No,
it,
I agree.
it was kind
That's
of
definitely
it was kind of sad when like I couldn't have a coronation and stuff of that earlier and stuff. So
yeah, I definitely agree. When you think of Miss Fam, you definitely think like in the stands at the football game. Um, the photo you guys didn't really even get to do that many photo shoots, right?
we didn't, because of other things. But I feel like we made an impact the way we should have made an impact at the end of the day. Being the fact that we're both music students,
Hmm.
it kind of worked out in a
Yeah, because
way.
the music
We just
videos.
Yeah, and we performed at so many places. We're still getting asked to sing at so many places together. So um I feel as if, I guess it was a replacement, everything that we're doing was kind of a form of replacement of football season. But I mean, I still miss football season. So ah, I'm gonna be
Definitely.
back that first game in the stands.
Yes, Homecoming 2021 is going to be a movie. You
It
heard it
is.
here first, right here on the Flava Station. This week, currently, it is the 2021 campaign week here at FAMU. I definitely have to ask you, what are your thoughts for this year's campaigns?
I would say all the candidates are doing so well, being the fact that everything has been virtual. You have to take in consideration of their circumstances and, how could they impact the student body with, the little resources that they did have. So I would say, being the fact that Kamani and I and the Royal Court as a whole, we started the virtual experience through campaign week. I'm not saying we set the bar, but I mean, we did what we had to do,
Hmm.
and it makes me happy to see people not letting off, just because it's virtual. There's still intensity because a lot of people have a passion to leave this campus and to just make people's HBCU experience here at FAMU everything that they've ever imagined. That's what I think. When I think of an HBCU, I think about the experience. And so when you are electing these, student officials, you have to keep in mind how is this person going to impact me in the most positive way, where I can always remember these people coming into my classes or saying something to me walking down the street, if they see me, things of that nature. I feel as if that's what student leaders should uphold. So
No, I
that's
understand. I definitely understand. But you brought up something pretty interesting. You're the last election and the last campaigns were definitely the first of this new virtual age.
yeah.
How did that impact your campaign? Because I'm sure like you mentioned you come from a lineage of people who've served on the royal court. So I'm sure you knew like way in advance you had your campaign. I'm sure you had like the whole week planned out and
Yes.
then coronavirus came. So like how is that experience for you to have to probably revamp your whole campaign?
I feel like as if it was an opportunity for a pivot. And I think I was prepared for a pivot. Only because I had a great support system. That's a great thing about HBCUs. I feel as if there's even if it's two people, there's somebody that's willing to, go the long distance for you because they see your vision, they believe in you, and they just want to get you there. So I had a lot of people in my corner that was like, okay, let's not stress out. Let's just try to be innovative. How can we have the same experience to, the student body get the same experience virtually? Or how can we make up for what isn't happening right now in person. So, we shipped. I actually shipped out all of my campaign week stuff to all of my well, a good amount of my campaign team. So they were rocking the shirts, the pins, everything that we had already, So it was put into good use because God blessed me with the ability to pivot. So
Hmm. Yeah, I understand. I understand. The sermon from this interview will be able to pivot definitely.
yes.
So we're gonna get into the different side, Miss Erika Nicole. If you all don't know, Miss Erika Nicole is a recording artist. So and she's gonna tell you all about that. There's a single out. We're gonna get into all of that. But first, I want to start with how did you find your interest in music?
Well, that's a great question. It's so funny. Um, so when I was younger, my sister used to take voice lessons, and then one day I just showed up with her, and the teacher was like, "Let me hear you sing something." And so ever since then, she was like to my mom, "Oh, we need to get her in lessons." And ever since then, I've been singing around the church. Initially, like I go to school for classical music, so I aspire to be an opera singer as well as a full time entertainer. But I just love to sing. Like I've always sung. My mom sings. She has a lower voice like I do, so I feel as if my ear just like attracted it to my mom's voice. So that's where my range comes from, I would say, because I have a crazy range. I don't know where it came from, but I do believe it's my mom. So yeah.
Understood. I got you. That brings me up to my next question. You mentioned your goal is to be an opera singer and you said full-time entertainer. So I definitely want to know like in 5 years from now, if you could see yourself dream job, like everything planned out perfectly as far as music goes, what does that look like for you?
I would say. recording artist. Like I would be that girl. And respectfully, you know, humbly speaking. I just want to create my own sound. I don't want to be compared to anybody. I think that's why I feel so strong about keeping in touch with my classical side, because I feel I just want to bring some new heat. Like I just want to be that artist to just change the trend, you know? Like I don't,
Okay.
you know, I just
No,
want put something in their ear and be like, what is this? You know, like it's heat, but this is different. You know what I mean?
I understand, but I have a question. So for someone who isn't familiar with classical music
Okay.
and you wanted to give them like an example without hearing your song, like who like you would say like, oh, this sounds like this person mixed with a little bit of this person. Like, would you be able to do that?
Yes. Okay. So if you guys know Beyonce's Ego part where she goes into the bridge, she kind of uses like her opera voice. Um, and so I guess that's if you need if you need an example of what opera sounds like and how she incorporates that in secular music, that's kind of like how I would want to do it. If that makes sense.
Got you. Are you gonna like if the people can't remember the part, you gonna sing it or did you not come prepared for that?
Um, I don't need no beat. I can sing it with piano. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Amazing.
Then she goes, whoa, whoa. She goes into her head voice.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we did not plan that. That I didn't give her any warning. That's just some people have it, some people don't. Nah, thank you for that. That ties right into my next question. What artists inspire you? And like if you had a dream feature, who would that artist be?
Ooh. Okay, so current artists, the people that I really love to hear. Okay, I love Stevie Wonder. Like I just love him. I love everything Stevie. Um, I love everything Frank Ocean. I'm a huge Frank Ocean fan. When I think of people doing different things, I think of him or Jacob Collier. I don't know Jacob Collier's, but he's raw, like producing. Um, and if I had a feature with somebody, it would probably be Jacob Collier. Jacob Collier produced Good Days. Like he's amazing.
That's the SZA song.
Yes, like he's
Oh,
amazing. He's from the UK. So I would say I would want him to hop on something. Or Lucky Day. I think he's amazing also.
yeah, I'm not familiar with Lucky Day. Um, but you just made me think about my favorite vocalist or the person who I think sings the best would be The Weeknd.
The
And the
week.
week yeah, The Weeknd. And The Weeknd definitely performed at the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago. So I want to know if you've seen the performance, what was your take? I know there was a lot of um pros and cons. The people on the internet had a lot to say about it. So what did you think?
I felt like it was just a reflection of who he was. Like he has never given something that was marginal. Like I've never seen a bad performance of his. And it's the Super Bowl, so I feel like he should have just been extra. Like he's remembered for that. You know what I mean? Like that was his moment.
I
Good or
agree.
no matter what you think about it, you're always going to remember Prince's Super Bowl. I'm not Prince's. Sorry, the weekends. I'm over here thinking. See, look, I'm over here. See, I will always remember Prince's, but yeah,
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's like good or bad, you know it happened.
yeah,
Definitely. I heard that he's having a tour next year. So
right. So look,
good
see,
publicity. Yeah.
right, and he's representing for Canada, so it's like, what? I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. So next question I want to ask you is how has FAMU impacted your music career?
I would say my music career wouldn't have taken off if I didn't go to FAMU because I was so shy coming. Like I was like very like in a little shell, you know. And FAMU, like the crowd, like I just had a. I feel like FAMU. I don't know. A FAMU crowd is tough, so I feel as if I can get past the FAMU crowd, I'm not saying it validates me as a performer, but it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence. Like, I guess you're not that bad, I guess, you know.
Because if you were that bad, they would let you know.
Yes, exactly. My freshman year, my first semester, I performed in a housing pageant in Gaither, and it was like packed, and I was scared, but I mean, that was the first time I sung on campus, yeah. And the response was warm, heartwarming. So from that very moment, I felt as if like I could do this, and I ended up winning.
Got you. That's what's up. What is the timeline of your actual like official music career, or you officially being Erika Nicole? Like, were you already recording in high school? Did that happen at FAMU? Like, how does that look?
I feel as if I've always been Erika Nicole, but I just started getting into like recording my voice. I'm a vocal performance major, so like I have to perform live. Like I get graded on my live performances, and I went to performance arts high school, so I've always done live. Like that's a critique. Like how do you look on stage? Like can people feel me? That is what I get graded on. You know what I mean? So in a studio, it's a whole nother dynamic. Nobody knows what I look like. Nobody cares. It's just like what you sound like. It's more concentrated. So I would say I'm now shifting into that reality to where like I can really pinpoint like my voice, and not really criticize myself, because when you're a performer, I feel as if it's always based on the audience, you know? So it's kind of like if they're not feeling it, or if they're not, you know, it's a reflection on how I am as a performer. But in the recording studio, it's kind of different, It's like I can go back if I don't like what I hear, or if I can like re-record, or I can just, it's all up to me. And I love that. I have control of what I want to do.
So, which aspect would you say you like more?
Ooh. I love live performing. Like that is like the adrenaline I receive when I'm performing live. And I understand how people have stage fright, but I don't know. I feel like I go autopilot when I perform. And it's kind of like, I don't know. That's why I feel like that's why I should be performing, because I love that feeling. So
No, I think most artists would say. I mean, that's where the concept of going on tour comes from. So I think most artists would agree with that. You said you come from live performance where it's kind of like one take, even though
right.
you practice a lot on the day of the performance. It's that one take. Whereas
Yeah.
like you can record a song like 3 hours a night, like having to go back, go back, go back. So I could see how being live is definitely more rewarding.
Yes, I would say doing live performances is more rewarding. But I don't know, because when you're in a recording studio, like you can always go back. Like you it's like an eraser, you know what I mean? Like it's a pencil, like a recording studio is like a pencil.
I get both sides. I definitely get both sides. Tell me about what Erika Nicole has currently right now. What's the word on the street for Erika Nicole?
Okay, so I just released How Deep Is Your Love with a friend that I have back home, or we collabed on this project. And I'm just really excited about it because it's a love song and everybody knows the song. Like our parents know the song. I like music that everybody can put on the car. Like for my first single, under the reign of Miss FAMU, we're gonna put out some nice happy music. But, yeah,
So that means the heartbreak music is on the way. That's what I'm hearing.
Giveon, we're, we're we're getting there. My college heartbreaks, is gonna come out after I graduate.
I understand. I'll be looking forward to
Some people might get it feel personalized, but it's okay.
it. So speaking of upcoming projects, are you currently working on anything? Anything you are most excited for?
Yes. So I graduate April 23rd, and I'm hoping to release a project either right after that or around my birthday, which is the following or the next month, basically, since it's basically May, it's the next month. Um, and yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to actually dedicate more time to my music. I feel like between my reign and school and other duties, it takes away from the essence of recording and just having time and just setting a day to just to record. I usually have to put it in a time frame. So I feel like that's just I'm robbing myself. So I just need to invest more time into recording and writing.
So what's the plan after graduation? Like just full into the studio?
Grad school,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm praying prayerfully grad school and studio. Like I just want to do music. I do music like it's food. Like I do it every day. Like I need to do it.
No, I understand. I've been there with DJing. It's the same thing. Like I need I need that. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to that. The reason this interview came about was because of your management. Um, so tell me a little bit about that experience. How long have you been with them? Um, how has it been for you? Management is pretty big time. A
Yeah,
lot of people don't
I
have managers.
and that's something that like I felt as if I needed at the moment because I'm like I just really how do I just start? I just need to start. And with all the things that I have going on, I just needed somebody to help, like, help me get in contact with these people, help me guide me through this business and through this transition from undergrad. As a musician, I just need to, I just need to make sure that I'm doing all the right things at all times. And I feel as if um, the management team has helped me in many ways. Like if I say like with the song, like me, I'm super proactive. Like I'll get the video done in another location. I just need help with the promotion, or like I can get something else done. I just need help with something. So it's kind of like a relationship. Like one person does something and the other person has the balance. And I feel as if it took a lot of stress from me when it comes to me, budding my career because I'm also a full time student. So, and I'm trying to graduate. I have to reiterate that because I hope y'all understand. I'm stressed, but I'm trying to make it happen. So,
Yeah, that's amazing. Support system is everything. A lot of people in any successful place will tell you support system. So I'm glad that's there for you, making things happen like this. I'm sure great things are gonna continue to happen with that relationship. So definitely glad for that.
shout out to 26 Management.
The Flava Station.